Listen, I seem to get a lot of comments from strangers about my hair. And I get enough comments that I have started to take an informal census about what sort of demographic likes what type of haircut. So for example, there was a time I had like a really short pixie haircut, and I would get a lot of comments from African American women about my age, like, you know, the woman at the Philly airport garage, she was like, girlfriend, I'm gonna tell you something you need to use on your hair. It works for my hair, but it works on your hair too. Miss Jessie's curly pudding. She was right, Miss Jessie's curly pudding. My current hairstyle, which right now is showing the post-workout Orange is the New Black kind of look. Thanks to Anthony at Salon Chemistry for doing Orange is the New Black on me. Anyway, so that seems to be older men, so like 60 to 70-year-old Caucasian men. I don't know why. I get a lot of comments. Last summer, I had a blue faux hawk, and that got the most comments from my girlfriends, which was like, sweetie, honey, that is temporary, right? That's gonna wash out, right? And then when I go on dates, usually first or second date with somebody new, a new partner, I invariably get the question of, have you ever had long hair? And my answer is some sort of off the cuff, you know, I've toggled between long hair and short hair, and I really like short hair better. And I'm gonna be honest with my Story Slam friends, that's only like half the truth. You all are getting the real truth. But I'm going to take a short break from this Story Slam for a public service announcement, and that public service announcement is for me. The astute listener here just realized that I am dating, and so I do want the entire room to know that yes, I am single and I am dating, and I am willing to take phone numbers after the Story Slam. So, back to the regularly scheduled story. So the reason that I will never have long hair again is VPAT Raxu-Koltai. So VPAT and I worked together at a company. We worked together at a company. We made high-end research equipment for pharmaceutical companies and academic labs that looked at very complex biological mechanisms. These are things that cost as much as a house. So I was in the sales division, and VPAT was an application scientist. So in a company full of scientists and engineers, VPAT was one of the 1%ers. You know, he was a smart dude. But he was also a really cool dude. So for example, he was like the biggest stoner I've ever met. So if you were ever sitting next to him in a meeting and he offered you a lollipop or maybe a cookie, you wanted that. And you probably wanted to eat it in the meeting. He also was like my key to club culture, because, you know, frequently I found myself wondering, what did the author mean when they wrote, sippin' scissor in my ride, like a G6, like a G6, like a G6, baby. I mean, I wanted to know, so he explained this to me. So now, when I knew VPAT, I'm gonna tell you the look I was rocking, because it was so hot. Affectionately, I would call it the Marsha, or less affectionately, I might call it the cousin it. So my hair was like down to my shoulders, and it's very straight, and it hangs, and I have bangs, bangs. And because I work with a bunch of engineers and scientists, and yet I don't have a PhD, I felt the need to sort of amp up my street cred. So I wore this pair of like big, like Warby Parker glasses, so you all are getting the vibe, right? The hair and the glasses. So this is what I'm rocking for most of the time that VPAT and I work together. And we worked together for a couple of years, and it's coming up on that time of the year where the big sales meeting is going to happen. And I don't know if any of you have ever worked in sales or gone to sales meetings, but you know, they are really a big excuse to have a party. But I'm a little freaked out about this particular sales meeting because I've recently changed my look, and you know, the look is very important when you're in sales because it's all about presentation and style and that sort of a thing. So I've lost the glasses, Okay, that's good. And I'm now rocking what you might call the Telly Savalas look. And for those of you in the audience who don't know who Telly Savalas was, he was bald. And the reason I'm bald is because I had just started chemotherapy. But it was a big secret. I had not really told a lot of people in my company, and maybe a handful of people in the company knew. So I'm going to this sales meeting, and I'm like literally freaked out. Like, what are people going to say? I don't want to talk about it all the time. Like, it's nobody's business. I just want to be treated like normal. Okay, so I get to the sales meeting, and it's fine. It's all kumbaya. There's no I in team, like yippee. Okay. So fear's allayed. And it's the first night of the sales meeting. Like, we've sat in a meeting all day, and it's that first night where everyone's going out to a bar, and it turns into like a Girls Gone Wild video, except we're middle-aged and kind of dorky, and most of us aren't really all that attractive. And so we're sitting in a bar, and VPAT's sitting next to me, and we've done the whole, like, order the first round of drinks, like 40 kamikaze shots for everyone. And VPAT leans over to me and he says, you know, I never realized how pretty you were because you always hid behind your hair and your glasses. But now that you're not wearing that and you don't have any hair, I see how beautiful you really are. And that one comment, yeah, not only brought me so much joy that day, but brings me so much joy every day that I do my hair or I go to get my hair cut or somebody comments on my hairstyle. So that has been a great gift. In hindsight, I had another great gift that evening too with another friend. This friend, Jim Filippini, about my age, he was bald too. And the gift he gave to me, wear sunscreen.